This is the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Brought to you by Yegg Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
Hello and welcome to the podcast.
Okay, a couple things we need to address.
Uh-oh.
Number one, I've gotten a couple direct messages from people being like, yo, why are some things doubled up on the podcast? And
what?
Yeah, like some segments like air twice.
What are you doing over there?
I don't know. But I was really trying to think of someone else to blame.
No, it's definitely you. You're the one who edits it.
Yeah. So.
How often is this happening?
I don't know.
You do it so fast.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Ryder, it takes me a very long time.
Lisa, your attention to detail is...
I get distracted because you always talk to me while I'm trying to edit. So I do feel
there
like...
you go. You have found somebody to blame it on now.
Anyway, I'd like to apologize if it happens. I'm so sorry.
No, just stop doing it.
Right, it's never going to happen again. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. It would mean the world to us if you could give our podcast a rating.
No, because the rating's going to be bad if you keep doubling up on stuff. This is a bad episode to be asking for people to give us
I feel like it's
feedback.
a forgivable thing. I'm admitting that you're the problem.
People are going to go over there and give us 0 stars.
Please don't do that. The other day I asked on my Instagram story, I did a question. I was like, where do you listen to the podcast and when? The amount of listeners that listen to our pod when they're walking their dogs was astronomical.
So shout out to you if that's you right now. We're talking to you.
Yeah, but you better be listening to it on speakerphone so your dog can listen too.
Or, because you double everything up, listen to it once and then put the headphones on the dog.
Yeah, they can hear the segment the second time through.
Not a lot of people are loving tattoos these days.
What do you mean by that?
Well, a recent survey was done. You know me and I love these surveys. 50% of online voters say they don't actually like tattoos. 58% seems high.
You said 50%.
58%?
58% said they don't like tattoos?
Yeah.
Yeah, but who likes to fill out surveys?
Good point.
Our grandparents.
Where was this survey done? Grandpas.com?
But even grandparents, they all have, like, that. We're getting to the point where grandparents have tattoos.
Yeah,
you know?
I wish I would have had a bit more of a game plan with my tattoos.
Yeah, yours aren't really well thought out. Neither are mine. Mine are terrible.
They're just like random little moments. And quite often I look at them and they bring me joy.
Yeah, for sure.
But then I have a couple that I really like. And I'm like, oh, if I would have just like had a plan, if I could give some advice to my younger self, it would be like,
plan out your tattoos better.
Don't get one and thinking then I'll know what to do.
But at the same time, you're going through certain experiences at that point, and like let yourself get crappy tattoos. That's life.
Also, yeah, that's true. I saw somebody post about that online that like, enough with these really well done, awesome tattoos. I want to see your like bad ones.
Yeah,
and I want to
show me
hear
your
the
biggest
story.
regret.
The funniest one that you have to me is you have the saying, don't forget to look up. But you never really look up. You're kind of afraid of heights.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But it's also, like, I didn't mean it literally. I just meant don't forget to live in the moment is what it really means.
Well, why didn't you get that?
That's a good question. Do you want to hear about the full moon? Or?
The fact that there might be a Happy Gilmore 2. Because I've got some inside intel.
Okay, text in right now. And then we're just going to sit here and wait.
What do you got about the moon?
There's lots to talk about.
It's
just the full worm moon. And it was at its highest at 3 a.m. Well, Eastern time, so 1 a.m.
I wish I was at the highest I've been to get through this.
To get away from me?
No, just to pretend that I'm interested.
Tough choice.
What's coming in? Are people actually saying the moon? This is absolute trash if it's true.
People care about the full moon.
Happy Gilmore 2.
Ryder, it affects them. The full moon is doing things to us. And I bet a lot of people listening right now are going, oh, that's what's happening to me. You have headaches. You're emotional.
It looks like I'm winning, though.
Fine. You get it this time. But just know, everyone, you blame the full moon. This has nothing to do with you. You're okay. The full worm moon.
No, you're talking about... You lost, and you're talking about the moon.
Sorry. Okay, your turn.
So Happy Gilmore 2 is apparently in the works.
And now, what's the source? Because that is the main like that is a key component to this. We cannot just be saying it all willy-nilly.
Shooter McGavin.
Get out.
Is the source. Christopher McDonald, who played Shooter McGavin, was recently recorded saying this.
And here's a quick intel. I saw Adam about 2 weeks ago, and he says, "McDonald, you're going to love this." I said, "What?" He says, "How about that?" He takes me shows me the first draft of Happy Gilmore 2. Did show me that, and I thought, wow, that would be awesome. So it's in the works. Fans demand it, damn it. And when I saw that, I was very, very pleased.
So Adam Sandler is hard at work right now.
He's done the first draft of Happy Gilmore 2. How about that?
But there's going to be some characters that don't return.
Yeah.
Like Price is Right. The Price is Wrong.
Bob Barker, yeah.
Rest in peace. Remember that Mandela effect where we thought he had already died?
Yeah, that was
and then
strange.
he died again, and we were like, wait, what?
And Chubbs won't be returning as well.
Dang, that's okay. There's going to be new characters introduced. We'll bring back some old ones.
I wonder if that actually kickstarted Adam realizing, like, I got to get this done.
I got to get back to the basics, back to my roots, because, I mean, Jack and Jill was terrible.
Yeah, well, he's had some flops for sure, but they all seem to make him a lot of money.
True, he doesn't care.
But as far as, like, you're starting to lose some guys from the, like, original cast, if you're going to do it, you can't wait any longer.
No.
And the thing is, they waited long enough to give the movie its full respect. I feel like there is some sequels that people rush because they were moneymakers, so they're like, oh, let's put out another one.
And then they're so bad.
But, like, he gave this its long due respect.
I feel like this would be a great question for our listeners. What sequel blew you away? Like, it was actually good, because we keep hearing about Paddington Bear 2.
Yeah.
And how it's, like, so good.
So good. But that's another one that, like, the first one did well, made the money. Immediately, they were ready to roll with the second.
I feel like Home
was good,
Alone.
but-
Home Alone is another great example of a sequel being so good.
And with some of those ones, they almost are forced to rush the sequel because the kids are growing up.
Yeah.
If it's a kid star.
Yeah,
like,
Home Alone 3 was it 3? What was the one where they introduced the new character? It was the kid from Liar Liar, and we were
Yeah.
like, no, this isn't working.
No, it didn't. Happy Gilmore has waited so long. Like, I wonder if they'll be on the senior PGA tour. Like,
That's hilarious.
Christopher Nolan or
Yeah.
Christopher McDonald,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
would be for sure. Like,
You know, I can't wait to see like the conflict that they have.
oh, I'm so pumped.
I hope it's funny. It better be good.
They started chirping each other on social media, it looks like, too. I saw a picture of Adam Sandler in his basketball shorts and a golf shirt, and Shooter McGavin tweeted, "No way I'm losing to this guy again in the sequel."
Perfect. Yes, keep up that for social media to help promote the movie, and you'll do great. Okay, so some suggestions rolling in of fantastic sequels. A lot of people saying Toy Story 2.
What's that?
Grow up.
No, the way you said it.
What did I say? What?
It just sounded like
Toy Story
your
2.
mouth fell asleep halfway through saying it.
The
Yeah.
Terminator 2 is the most popular answer rolling in on the text line right now.
Maverick?
Ooh, Maverick, Top Gun. I loved that movie,
Yeah,
and
it
I
was
had
good.
the worst seats in the house. I was front row. My neck was sore, but it was so worth it.
That was another one where I felt like they waited long enough that they could do it properly.
And the love story was great in it. Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, that was good.
Such a good answer, too.
And then, like, some of the soundtracks on the sequels were so good too, because I think artists end up falling in love with movies and then they probably offer up their music for a cheaper price just because they want to be a part of the franchise.
You know who should keep trying to get in on franchises? Billie Eilish. How many Oscars has that chick won?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
2.
I know,
think.
but like, she's like 17.
780-784-7107. Let us know if you're jacked up about the Happy Gilmore sequel, and also let us know what sequel you actually really enjoyed. There are 2 times of year where sports fanatics are full-blown addicts when it comes to sports, and I'd say this is one of them. The other is in the fall.
Okay.
And there are some tips being shared online on how to deal with this or embrace it, even if you have somebody in your household who is no longer giving you any attention.
No, they're way too busy. Even I was in the phone store over the weekend, and a guy who was clearly on shift because he was wearing construction clothes came in, and he was using one of their display phones to watch the update of March Madness, and he was losing his mind.
Yeah, he must have lost some money.
He must have lost some money, but the fact that he was like ditching his shift.
Yeah. And then like screaming in the mall.
Screaming throughout the mall, like so mad, swearing, slamming things down.
To the point that security was like almost getting involved and trying to track him down. Yeah, that was a wild ride.
I was like, aren't you on shift?
Awesome.
So yes, this is definitely one of those times where people are dedicated to the sports.
So embrace it. This is a woman named Allie Hunt online who's talking about what she does with the extra time.
Living in my own madness here. My number one tip is going shopping. This is the time where you could get those purchases under the radar. Another great thing to do when they're glued to the games is the kids will just kind of sit there with him. So I could have a lot more girls' nights, and organizing the house without having another opinion there is also a good benefit.
Okay, she sounds like Sheena from Vanderpump Rules. If you know, you know.
It is interesting that organizing the house without somebody else's opinion is way easier than when numerous people are giving their advice. Like, maybe we should put that there.
Yeah, that doesn't really work there.
This is also a very good time if it is, in fact, your husband that's super into March Madness.
Okay.
For them to get a vasectomy.
Oh, because they're just sitting anyway.
Yeah, if you're trying to convince them to do it.
Plan it for next time, maybe.
Check it out. It's actually a pretty common thing. This is
Really?
Dr. Justin Hooman talking about it.
Because of the recovery time associated with the vasectomy, it's a perfect excuse for guys to just literally sit on the couch and just watch games.
So there you go.
That's hilarious. I bet this is their busy season.
Literally.
It's March Madness and vasectomy season.
There is a post that's gone viral, which we need to dig into a little bit.
There was a 1-bedroom, 1-bath that was available for rent. And so I think this was over Facebook. You can tell by the color of the messaging.
Okay.
And so this woman reaches out saying, "Hi, is this available? I'm looking to move April 1st. It would be for my husband and I. However, my husband's going on deployment from June to December. So it'll be just me for that time." And the owner, who was renting out this 1-bedroom, 1-bath.
So it must be like a bachelor suite.
Or like a townhouse?
A basement suite, something like that. Yeah.
The owner writes back saying, "Sorry, but I'm going to have to decline. You're a good-looking girl, and I'm recently single." So with those two factors and the idea that you have a husband who's going to be gone for 6 months, this could turn into a bad situation. And so she writes back being like, this isn't a 90s rom-com. Like, what a weird thing to say.
Yeah. It is a weird thing to say.
It's a weird thing to say, but
he probably shouldn't have said it.
No, absolutely not. You should have just said it's taken already, or like lie.
Yeah, just say like, I have a few people looking at it this afternoon. I'll let you know if it doesn't go through with them.
But this guy is fully confident that she would fall in love with him.
Well,
like, the confidence.
I think the self-awareness of him not even wanting to like
don't even bother.
Have the idea cross his mind of like taking down some cookies and seeing what happens.
Right. Well, this is good that it's going viral for other people to be aware that you got to know everything about the people that you're moving in to live with.
It's weird because I kind of respect that
he's like, this can't happen.
This is not something I want to be involved in.
She doesn't want to live there either if he's that type of person that's going to like fall in love with her right away.
Exactly, 100%.
Get out of here.
So like it's best for everybody that this didn't work out. But yeah, he probably shouldn't have worded it so honestly. You know who's probably the most appreciative?
Who?
The husband.
Oh, yeah, the husband.
Who's being deployed. He's like,
not here for 6 months. He's like, okay, yes. Perfect. On to the next one.
We're counting down the top 5 ways you can tell it's spring, even though you can't really tell. At number 5, you've transitioned from your boots with extra liners to your boots with just the one liner.
Maybe even Crocs if you're feeling crazy.
Not yet.
Well, we got that short little window of Crocs before everything melts and then we can't wear them anymore. Yeah.
Coming in at number 4, you've nearly fought a Canadian goose.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're back.
And they're just as miserable as ever. At number 3, people have given up and no longer shovel. This is one of my favorites on the list. Like, it's hilarious.
Yeah, none of us care.
At number 2, you've damaged at least 2, if not 3 of your rims hitting potholes. And number 1, it's actually still winter. That's how you know. Sounds like the Paris Summer Olympics opening ceremony are going to be screened on IMAX theaters.
Oh.
It sounds like it could be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
They put a lot of work into the production of the opening ceremonies. It would be cool to see in such a visually appealing place like an IMAX theater.
Yeah, and all the popcorn you can get.
And there's popcorn there. Yeah,
Sorry.
good point.
Well, it's true. Do you ever put M&Ms in your movie popcorn? It's the best thing in the world.
So you're just excited to go to the theater. You don't care what's on.
Not really.
Well, that's the story, is that the opening ceremonies are coming to IMAX.
But we can all admit that popcorn tastes better in a movie theater than at home. To each their own. People can be excited about what they want to be excited about.
Time for Recommend Something, where we simply recommend something.
Okay, so I packed my gym bag last night. This morning, woke up with a migraine. I was like, there's no way I'm going to the gym. Like, I can't wait to be done work so I can go to bed and cry and put an ice pack on my head. But my migraine pill worked. So now I feel great. And I'm so happy that I grabbed my gym bag. I wouldn't have.
Even on days where you don't think you're going to go, pack it anyway just in case. This happened to me once last week where I didn't think I'd be going, and then I didn't pack it, and I didn't end up going, but I would have.
Exactly.
So, yeah, just always packing it.
Always
That's a great idea.
Have it available on you.
It's amazing to me how much I can notice if I take a few days off of working out, how sore I get just from, like, age sore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that? Like,
yeah, you'll like turn weird in the kitchen and you're like, ow.
Yeah, I hurt my wrist eating chips this weekend.
Ooh.
Like the way I went in.
Yeah. Was it a Pringle?
No, it was just a normal bag of cheap all-dressed chips. Anyway, like getting off the couch, I feel it. But if I'm actively going to the gym, I don't. So that's one of the main motivators for me is I genuinely feel like 10 years younger when I go.
Just keep your gym bag in the laundry room. And then you always pack it right after you wash your workout clothes.
There you go.
Make it happen. That's my recommendation today. What's yours?
It's very different. Opposite end of the spectrum. Something really unhealthy that you need to try to eat. The new Crazy Puffs from Little Caesars.
Every once in a while, Little Caesars is all you need.
They're like pizza tarts, if that makes sense.
They're like pizza muffins.
Yeah. I feel like they're more tarts than muffins. But,
okay.
Well.
Oh my gosh, who cares?
You just tried to one-up me, but he was one less. It was one down me. He one-downed me.
Okay,
So
I have one even better. It's like a pizza cupcake.
Mm-mm.
It is. More than a tart.
No, it's tart.
No, it's not.
Anyway, absolutely delicious.
Greasy, though.
Come in little 4-packs. Oh, boy.
Yeah, don't eat it if you're trying to like watch your caloric intake because they are like wet. They're so greasy.
If I could have a 4-pack of those a day and have no negative effect to my body, like I would do horrible things to have that superpower.
And you deserve to have dishes like that.
Sometimes. Yeah, moderation.
So
they're
Little Caesars.
Crazy Puffs, they're called once again.
And they also have their crazy bread, 2 bags for $6. That's too much bread, but like it's such a good deal.
Time for what we learned this weekend.
I learned that it is important to back your phone up and sync everything and put it in the cloud. Because guess what? Smashed my phone.
You sure did.
And needed a new one, and it wasn't backed up. Cool. It's 2024. Get it together, Lisa. What a nightmare my entire weekend was.
My weekend was a nightmare dealing with your phone.
I know, I felt bad. Our roommate Justin hasn't drank in months, and he got turboed on Saturday because he had to sit and listen to me talk about my phone. I watched him slowly get more and more drunk as I complained. And then he was so hungover yesterday, and I was like, is this my fault? He's like, no, what do you mean? Yeah, it was. Anyway, back your phone up, sync it, send it to the cloud. What a disaster.
Yeah, big time.
Words, $1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Terry, caller 7, looking to continue the trend we started last week when we gave away $1,000. Let's see how many weeks in a row we can do that.
Yes, that's the goal.
So, Terry, you're going to choose a teammate, either Lisa or myself, who will leave the room. We're then going to give you 5 words. You tell us the first word that comes to mind for each. We'll invite your teammate back in who hasn't heard any of your answers and don't know the words. They'll play the same game. For every answer that matches, it's $25. Hit them all, and it's $1,000.
Terry, who do you want to be as your teammate this morning?
I think I have to go with Ryder. I seem to
Okay.
match his answers.
Okay. I love that. All right, get out of here.
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm starting. Hey, is my timer going to be able... You're going to be able to hear it? Did you hit the button? He just gave me a dirty look and didn't respond. Okay. Terry, I'm going to give you your 25-second timer after I say the first word. Good luck.
Thank you.
What comes to your mind when I say action?
Movie?
Pimple.
Zit?
Stinky.
Smelly?
Brittany.
Spears?
Sail.
Boat?
Great answers, and you still had lots of time left on the clock. Where did he go? Ryder! Where were you?
I was putting again.
Oh, yeah, we got to get rid of that. We have this little, like, putting thing in the corner. Okay, Terry did so good.
Okay, that's how I get in the zone, is putting. It worked to give away $1,000.
True. What comes to your mind when I say action?
Action.
Action.
Movie?
Yep, $25.
Oh.
Woo!
I was actually thinking something a little bit naughtier than that.
What comes to your mind when I say pimple?
Pimple. I'm going to say pop.
That was
Zit.
my second answer.
Zit.
It was my second answer.
It's okay, we're not done yet. We still have 3 more words to get through. What comes to mind when I say Brittany?
Spears?
Yep. Woo! $50. Let's keep it going. Sail.
Sail?
Sail. S-A-I-L.
Oh.
Sail.
Boat.
Yep. $75. 1 more word to go. Let's make it 100 on a Monday morning. What comes to mind when I say stinky?
I'll tell you what, my first thing that came to mind was after, I guess, stinky. I'm going to go with feet.
Smelly.
Okay.
Terry, you did good. You picked up $75. What were you going to
you.
say?
Lisa.
Okay. Terry, enjoy your $75. Thanks for playing Ryder and Lisa's 1K Wordplay.
Thank you.
Have a great day. There's a guy that's getting a lot of publicity who is a food influencer and a food critic, I guess.
Yeah.
And he is circling the city to find the best butter chicken in Edmonton.
Yep. So it's called Ram's Food Reviews on Facebook, and it's taken off. Like, he's almost got 4,000 followers. And keep in mind, those are all people in the city, surrounding areas wanting to know as well, where is the best butter chicken? So we reached out to him. We're going to hopefully get him on air with us. I'm sending him to a specific spot, and he's going to go before he comes in and sits with us, and we're going to discuss if it's worth it. He's rating these places out of 5, and he does like full length reviews.
You know what I appreciate about this too?
What?
A lot of food influencers, critics, will be very kind to everyone.
Yeah.
Like most food influencers, like, you got to try this place, and you know they're getting paid to be there.
Interesting.
And so you know it's not an actual honest review, whereas this guy's busting people's balls.
Yeah,
like
he's not getting paid to do it. They're not taking care of his meals. He has a full-time job outside of this. He even said, like, I'll have to book off a day to come and sit in with you guys one morning. Like,
he's ranking places like 0 out of 5.
yeah, he's like talking about how they make him sick.
And
how
that
his
they
wife
smell-
is like so sick and tired of him doing this too, because he's always in the bathroom.
He was saying one place like reeked like poop.
Yeah, he is so honest. But I'd be shaking in my boots
If you saw him roll in.
If I saw this guy roll into my business, a local restaurant, shaking in my boots.
That's why when you recommended
I know, I'm kind of scared.
the local spot that I like so much,
I want to go warn them.
you can't.
I know, it has to be organic, right? But I love the spot. That
Rizoy on 50th is what we're talking about. It is terrific.
And I never wanted to close. So I'm like, can you go and give this like a glowing review? But I just think that food influencers, it's kind of like the new cool thing to do. Maybe not new, but more and more people are getting into it, right? And it's becoming a full-time job for a lot of people.
Well, it's actually kind of interesting because, like, I was on location at the opening of the new Popeyes on the West End a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And there was me there representing the radio community. And then while I was there was like probably 3 or 4
food influencers
that had obviously been paid to come in.
And you know that they're getting paid, or like they're there to promote it when they have like their ring light.
Yeah.
And they'll set it up at their table and like look in the camera and eat, which I think is it's not even weird to me anymore when I see it.
Right.
I'm not judging. I'm like, oh, awesome. They're giving this place some love. Like, I just think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think too, we're probably at an age where you just respect anybody that's grinding. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Go get that money. You know what I mean? Especially
and shine a light on local businesses that need
100%.
that support too.
Yeah.
The Ryder and Lisa Podcast.
Brought to you by Yegg Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
Play 107.